Hey guys, Danny here at Partay. So I did an application video. I'm using some of it here, pulling double duty with one video. But I used it to put up, I'm going to load it onto our website to show application. But what I'm doing here is I've got Polaris screen down on the floor, and I've got Sirius A mixture there that I'm going to coat on top of it. But I'm going to use this video here so you can see the application in the background and all that kind of stuff. You can see the standard approach that I use here. If you want to see the application video, you can always see it on the site. But today, what I'm going to talk about is the bad information that, again, Mr. Bird puts out. So he's been asking a lot of questions of Crow. And I'm not here to try to defend Crow. I'm not here trying to defend Silent. I'm not even here to try to defend myself. Just want to put out some good information, some information that's actually correct. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1.
But what's the water for? What's the water for?
Now, anyone who's messed with paint knows that water can be used to thin paint, right? Now, Partay uses about 1/8 of a cup of water for every 32-ounce container, so not very much at all. You have to be very careful utilizing water because water does a number of things. It doesn't just extend the product, and extending the product is more than just thinning it out. You've heard me say in the past that we used water as a delivery vehicle for our Goppity Goop formulas. What does that mean? Well, it means when you add water in there, it helps the distribution of the material across the screen and helps the material not to dry on you while you're working it. So those are just two things that water does. Water does other things, and it can do bad things, and you have to be careful about how much of it that you use. But we heard Kenneth Bird say that he's got this professional painter sprayer that he's going to be bringing in, and he's going to tell us all that, you know, water's a bad idea and it's stupid to use water. Really? Is that true, Mr. Bird? Because here's the first thing. I think that these people you're talking about exist about as much as a leprechaun. But secondly, if they do, and this guy does exist, then I ask you, please put him in front of the camera so we can tell him to his stupid face, and you can tell him I said so, that he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Why? Because I asked your best friend Google, and look what Google says. Here, I'm going to read it to you, Ken. In contrast to watering down paint, thinning paint is a regular practice for all painters and is recommended by the paint manufacturers. It goes on to tell you why. But, so you think we're going to listen to your one dude whenever I know, because I have many friends who are in the painting business commercially. They use water. But they use other things too. You can use forms of alcohol, mineral spirits, paint thinner, which is what you use, Mr. Bird, which is highly toxic. So much rather use water than some toxic paint thinner that you have that when you open the top of your stuff, it reeks. It just reeks. All right, next item.
Your 208 lux of light is sad. Very sad.
So in yesterday's tirade, what we saw is Ken going to my test page, love it, and was mocking, saying 208 lux of light is nothing. Nothing. That's sad, very sad, extremely poor. All those adjectives that he loves to throw out there, right? Because he's just a big mouth bastard. But I want you to take a look at this. So he rants around his house, parades around his house while gumming his Lucky Charms. And this is the highest he could pick up, guys. Hilarious. Now, here are just a few examples. You see 99.7, 130.3, 83.7, 53.4. I think the closest he got was 140, and that was in his living room where the window light was coming in. So that's the highest he could get. He didn't even come close to 208 lux. So Ken, you should be tremendously embarrassed. We told you you're decimally challenged. You just seem to ignore those decimals like they don't even exist. So, yeah, I find it hilarious. Also, what's this blue shit you're showing?
Look, that blue.
And I remind you, what you should be most embarrassed about is this.
Jet black.
How ALR does that look? Where'd that black background go? Because all I see is somewhere between a light brown to tan. And you always make fun of those screens that tan out. Yet yours is extremely tanned out in less than 100 lux of light. So no, Mr. Bird, I am not upset. I'm not angry. I'm quite amused. Because no matter what you try to do, no matter what you try to say, it don't matter. It won't matter because you can't touch me. How does that feel, Ken? How does that feel? Makes you angry. Don't be angry with me, Ken. Why are you angry? Don't be angry with me. Why are you angry? Why are you angry, Ken? Don't be angry with me. Just because you're an asshole and destroyed your whole business because it's a scam. Don't be angry with me, Ken. Look on the positive side. Now maybe you can go find something else for you to do. Because you have as much technology behind what you make as my dogs do when I let them out after eating. What they make is about the same as your technology. All right, guys, you guys take care. Once again, I'm going to be putting up another application video that shows vertical application, like if you were painting it on a wall or you decided to paint it on your screen standing up. And we'll show you how you do that. Very simple, but we'll be loading that up to the website as well. Until then, you guys take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.